I didn't want a man, but I did want a baby of my own. I'd been scheming for a while, and I set my sights on the young heir of Jing Yuan. I used my face, the spitting image of his first love, to get close to him. Everyone called me his side piece, and no name, no status. But I didn't care. I'd traveled back to ancient times, and I never expected real love anyway. I didn't want to get married. Getting close to him was only ever about having a child. To survive and live free, that was enough for me. The physician stroked his beard and furrowed his brow. "Miss, you're pregnant." I thanked him with a smile and said my husband was out on business. He'd join me later. Hearing I had a husband, the doctor finally relaxed and nodded. I wandered around in my veil hat, grabbed a few boxes of pastries, and headed home. I just lied. I wasn't married at all. Getting close to Lu Jingheng was always just about getting a child from him. I was just a poor girl he'd casually saved. He set me up in a house and kept me close. Everyone said I was lucky. I looked just like his first love. That's why Lu Jingheng kept me around. Lu Jingheng, the heir of Jing Yuan, was powerful, upright, and had never taken a wife or concubine. I was the first woman in years to get that close to him. One of the maids once said with a grin, "Miss Yuning, the young lord has his eye on you. When you were unconscious, he sat by your bed half the night, just watching over you." The way he looked at you, like so gentle, so focused. Lu Jingheng had these deep, seductive eyes. When he looked at you, it felt like you could drown in his warmth. More than once, those eyes almost made me forget why I was there. Lucky for me, I always came back to my senses. Getting close to Lu Jingheng was always, from day one, just about having a child. Now I had my baby. It was time to figure out how to leave. The moment I walked in, I caught the maids gossiping.
Did you hear?
The young lord is getting engaged. So what happens to Miss Yuning then? What else? She got to serve him. She should count herself lucky. Fair enough. If she didn't look like his dream girl, someone with her background would never have gotten near him. Right on cue. The perfect excuse had just landed in my lap. I was a stand-in. Lu Jingheng had someone else in his heart. I was just cashing in on the resemblance, and I'd always known it. But hearing it said out loud, it still stung a little. I'd dealt with the talk for months. Didn't matter anymore. I was leaving soon anyway. This was actually the perfect excuse. I slipped back to my room without a word. Lu Jingheng was already there. Before I could say anything, he spoke first. "Yuning, stay in the house for the next few days. Don't go out. Afraid I'll show my face and mess up your engagement?" Lu Jingheng frowned. "What did you hear?" I looked down, doing my best to look sad. "I know I'm not good enough for you. You're brilliant, and your family name means everything. Don't worry about any of that. Just behave, and I'll take care of you." I froze. Take care of me? You're here with no name, no status. I know that's not fair to you. I cut him off, pretending to wipe a tear. "Don't bother. I know you never really liked me. You only kept me around because I look like her. I thought we had something real. Turns out I've been your stand-in this whole time. I'm not waiting around for you to sort something out for me. You're moving on, so let's just end this clean." Lu Jingheng's eyes narrowed dangerously. "End it clean? After everything we've shared, you think you can just walk away? So what? You're not the man I want to spend my life with." Thinking back on the sweetness we'd shared, I still felt a twinge of sadness. Sure, I had an agenda, but to say I felt nothing for Lu Jingheng, that would be a lie. When you let someone get that close, feelings happen, especially when that someone is gorgeous, gentle, and attentive. Too bad. None of it was real. I used him for a child. He used me as a stand-in. We both got what we wanted, a transaction. Right now, all I wanted was to cut ties fast, before he found out about the baby. But what I didn't know was, when it comes to blood, nothing is ever that simple. These past months, what we had between us, it was something beautiful. But now you're getting married. I refuse to be your stand-in, or your mistress. Let's just go our separate ways. It's better for both of us. The words had barely left my mouth when his face went cold. "Do you have any idea what you're saying? What we had was just a fling. Things end, that's just how it goes." "Just a fling? What am I to you? Did you ever actually care about me on it all?" I swallowed hard and forced a casual tone. "Why so worked up? We're adults. This is just how it works. Besides, you were my first. If anything, that should mean something to you." Lu Jingheng's eyes went red with fury. "You're treating me like some fling? You really don't care that you gave yourself to me? Haven't you been using me as a stand-in this whole time? Don't tell me you actually caught feelings." "In your dreams." His face was full of rage. A man as proud as him would never admit he'd fallen for someone like me. They always say common girls have no shame, and here you are proving them right. Am I just some hookup to you? You're absolutely right. I'll have other men after this. Girls like me don't have standards. I was tearing myself down on purpose, just to make him let go for good. As long as I could be free, with decades still ahead of me, nothing else mattered. You really are just trash. My breath caught. I'd pushed him to this on purpose, pushed him to despise me. But hearing those words out loud, I couldn't stop my heart from breaking. Lu Jingheng said through gritted teeth, "Fine, go, saves me the trouble. If you can throw all this away so easily, then so can I." Like an enraged lion, he kicked a chair across the room. I forced myself not to look back, only turning around once I heard him storm out. This is how it was supposed to go. I pressed my hands over my eyes. I told myself I wouldn't cry, but I did. I wasn't even supposed to belong to this era. I'd watched my parents tear each other apart over their divorce. Two people who once loved each other, showing the ugliest sides of themselves. Ripping each other to pieces, dad cheating, mom losing her mind. Their constant fighting was the soundtrack to my entire childhood. It didn't stop until I went to college and got a job. Then dad got sick and mom stopped talking about divorce. Instead, she sat by his hospital bed and cursed him to die faster every single day. I got into a car accident on my way home from visiting him. When I woke up, I was in this strange era. starting over as a poor girl. I thought, at least in a poor family, a husband and wife could still hold it together. But reality is brutal. Women had it even harder back then. I watched Grandma walk all over my mom and my dad crush her further. She was barely holding on under the weight of it all. Mom gave everything, just hoping for a little love from him. But even this broke, struggling man was sneaking around with the village widow behind her back. I'll never forget what I walked in on, the two of them, while Mom was away. I was just a little kid playing in the dirt. They thought I didn't understand anything, but nobody knew. Inside that tiny body was the soul of a full-grown adult. I understood everything.